Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Money Time. I'm Shrestha Tiwari. Beginning today with the stock markets reaching new highs, the Sensex ended at fresh lifetime highs amid foreign fund inflows, a decline in crude oil prices and buying in index major Reliance Industries. Rallying for the fifth day in a row, the Sensex climbed 211.16 points to settle at 62,504.80, its fresh record closing high. The broader NSE Nifty gained 50 points to end at 18,562.75, its record closing high. Among the Sensex pack, the Reliance Industries jumped the most by 3.48%, followed by Nestle, Asian Paints, Bajaj Finserv, Wipro, ICICI Bank and IndusInd Bank. Tata Steel, HDFC Bank, Bharti Airtel, HDFC and Mahindra were among the laggards. International oil benchmark Brent crude was trading 3.11% lower at 81.03 per barrel US dollars. And one more international agency has slashed India's economic growth projections for the current fiscal year after international institutions like World Bank, IMF, Asian Development Bank, S&P Global Ratings has also cut India's GDP forecast to 7% for FY23. It has also cut the next year's growth forecast to 6%, although it has said that the global slowdown will have less impact on domestic demand-led economies such as India. On inflation, the rating agency has said that India will witness an average inflation of 6.8% in the current financial year. But it expects RBI to continue to hike repo rate until it reaches 6.5% by March 2023. Currently, the repo rate stands at 5.9%. Moving on to the old pension system, few days ago, the former CEO of Niti Aayog, Amitabh Kant, had a hit out against those state governments which were making promises in election campaigns on implementation of old pension schemes if voted to power. The current vice chairman of the government think tank, Suman Beri, has said that the future taxpayers will eventually have to shoulder cost in cut because of a re-implementation of the OPS. He has said that the present state governments are re-implementing the OPS, but its burden will eventually fall on future taxpayers and the state governments which will be elected to power later on. A special fixed deposit scheme of ESAF Small Finance Bank is nearing end on November 30th, 2022. The Small Finance Bank is giving interest rate of 8% on FDs of 999 days under its current scheme. Senior citizens will get 0.5% higher interest rate, but new depositors will not get these rates after the due date. Other rates given by the Small Finance Bank are 6.6% on the FDs of 1 year and 1 day and 7.25% on FDs of 2 years to 998 days. A private sector lender increased FD rates on Monday. Federal Bank will give as high as 7.15% on FDs of 18 months and 2 years, and on 1 year deposits, investors will get 6.85%. Federal Bank has also raised rates only on those FDs which will be booked for minimum of 2 crore rupees. If you invest in mutual funds, then pay attention to this one. Markets regulator SEBI has set new rules for mutual fund redemption. If you sell your holdings, the redemption amount would be credited into your account within 3 days. This was earlier 5 days. SEBI has also said that fund houses should pay dividends to unit holders within 7 days. Plus, the record date would be 2 working days from the issue of public notice for the purpose of payment of dividend. In case of delay, the fund houses will have to pay interest at the rate of 15% per annum along with the proceeds of redemption or repurchase or dividend, whichever the case. Planning to buy a new bike or scooter? Then you might want to think again. India's largest two-wheeler manufacturer, Hero MotoCorp, has announced that its motorcycles and scooters will become costlier by up to 1,500 rupees from December 1st, 2022. It is to be noted that Hero MotoCorp has already raised prices of two-wheelers by up to 6,000 rupees so far in the current financial year, and now, owing to the high input costs, the New Delhi-based two-wheeler manufacturer has announced fresh round of price hikes from December onwards. You now have a chance to purchase apartments at 50% discount. Rajasthan government is looking to clear inventory of 2,235 unsold apartments in the state. These apartments were constructed by Rajasthan Housing Board 10 years ago, but because of lack of buyers' interest, these apartments remain unsold, and now the Housing Board has decided to auction these flats at up to 50% discount. Another good news for the real estate sector: people whose money was stuck in the Eco Green Build Tech project in Greater Noida will start getting delivery of flats 3 months from now. Minister of State for Electronics and IT Rajiv Chandrasekhar has said that the proposed data protection law reserves the right of the government to access personal data of citizens in circumstances like threat to national security, pandemic, natural disasters, and so on. Otherwise, the draft bill has all the requisite provisions to keep personal data of citizens secured. The government was mulling bringing Digital Personal Data Protection Bill 2022 in the country. The minister also said that the government will be setting up a data protection board for people who think that their personal data has been breached. If that person is not satisfied with the jurisdiction of the board, then he can obviously approach the High Court for the same. FPIs have been net buyers in India's equity market so far in the month of November. They have bought shares worth more than 31,000 crore rupees till November 25th. They were net sellers in the preceding 2 months. Shrikant Chauhan, who is the head of equity research at Kotak Securities, has said that going ahead, FPI flows are expected to remain volatile in the near term given the geopolitical concerns. While VK Vijay Kumar, who is the chief investment strategist at the Geojit Financial Services, is optimistic on the market. He has said that FPIs are unlikely to be major sellers going forward. He said that the situation in the US was favorable for India's equity market. And last in line, we have news for people who are looking to invest in IPOs. The IPO of Dharmaj Corp Guard Limited got an average response on the first day. Investors had subscribed 72% of the IPO size by 4 p.m. on Monday, and the quota of retail investors was oversubscribed 127%. Although QIB's quota was subscribed less than 1%, non-institutional investors had subscribed 49% of their quota on day one. The total size of the IPO is 251 crore rupees. The share sale process will end on November 30th, 2022. And with that, it's a wrap on today's Money Time. But do grab all the exclusive personal finance content available on Money9 app, and also Money9's personal finance survey only on Money9 app, exclusively available only there. So go ahead and download it from your Google Play and App Store and keep watching Money9.